Hello, make the mission back for another Honkai video. Last time, well, we did the last Trailblaze quest. That's the only thing we did because there's like no other character quests to do. There are other ones, but I don't know. It kind of feel weird to do them now. I was like, I think it's a bit too late for that now. What do you think? Yeah, I'll probably do my own free time. That's for me, also, I can do her quest. So, anyways, besides that, so we did the quest. I mean, like Mighty became a demigod. Now find the black tide. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck the black tide. I think I saw like a theory about that, and all that stuff. Also, like I think I saw like a theory video like about there's gonna be new other people who become demigods, and it's like oh wow, there's more than three. Because I only thought there was three because I didn't fucking look up. I'm a fucking moron. It's like oh now like here it's like oh yeah, it's jumping obvious. So I think I remember I said like was it I didn't use him at the time, but I remember I said Naxa was gonna be like the one, the judge one. He looked so dignified. I thought he would be fucking. I thought he would be a judge and the like. So you know it's kind of funny. Wait, actually I don't think I. Yeah, I didn't check this out. Oh yeah, also, like she's not low up, but I think what we got now information. Oh, go to where you. Oh, yep, I got Casterus. She's just level 1, but I put like this, and he's like a build guy, I guess. Oh wow. You can see a Naxa, though you can't fucking summon him. And you can see the map is right. Oh, I didn't know you can do this. That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is like the only thing that is like blocked, and this one. Yeah, so we're gonna do the Trailblaze quest right now. Alright. Right. That's right. Oh yeah, because I didn't see it. Yep. Yeah, let's do it. While everyone's waiting, the demigods strive and merge for the trial. Something extra happens. The Trailblaze squad immediately follows Mighty into the trial and rescues Finon. Who's trapped inside just as everyone reads the satellite, a new problem arises. Mighty had to show up the Burno's strife, but criminals will never willingly give the core flame to their old foe Akuma. Cremonians. The yeah, that thought's pronounced. They always been pronounced. And attempt to gain a better understanding, he gains first seek advice from his old teacher, Kratos, a veteran of criminals. The two apart on back terms. Meanwhile, Trian and Casterus are dispatched to the Grove of Epiphany. As the diplomatic envoys of Akuma, when they arrive, they discover the surprise that the black tide has struck, and they find mysterious swordmaster in the end. Then they manage to rescue Anaxa and the chlorophane he carries. You know, there's been like a theory that he's like at least a version of Finon. Honestly, I can't really. Honestly, maybe, but there's no. But it can go either way with that one. Honestly, while everyone is on their way back, and then they see Akuma. Crowder was arrested for abducting Trian and trespassing on forbidden grounds under Mai's meditation. Tribi and her sisters agreed to reveal their memories in order to facilitate reconciliation between the Cremonians. I can't pronounce that word. And the Unexpectedly, just as Treevee and her sister are about to meet the time Ornix and repair their memories, they encounter the mysterious swordmaster yet again. Treevee sacrificed herself of balls with a tie to protect her companions, or to take back the core flame, set up a plan to seal the swordmaster. The plan suffers multiple setbacks, but Mighty returns as a demigod of strife, helps everyone to reclaim the core flame. Unlike after, he successfully persuades people to let go of their prejudices against Okama. He says goodbye to everyone and returns home to join the front line against the Black Tide. On the other side, everyone holds a simple funeral of Trianne, who's got her divine powers and turned it into a doll. Having accepted Trianne's last wish, the group continues on the path of the flame chase journey. Okay, the story has did start the mission. Go now. Okay. So I wonder how this would turn. Cause it seems like I saw the trailer. It seems like I was picking up. Well, I'm more interested is not really Castorus. It's more like Anaxa. I'm more interested in his story. I know, like I summoned like Castorus, but I was like. But that's more like because I set a goal from the first time I saw her. So if I have enough, I'll probably spend the rest on Anaxa. Just why not? I think I have enough. And they will give me enough, I think. So why the fuck not? Wait, isn't that... that's Hycine, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. Investigate. Tributes memory has unveiled the first prophecy. A small bit farewell to one, and the person alone shall witness the miracles, such as the will of faith. Only one shall live to the end, and they alone will witness Era Nova. If I take Orange trial, will the prophecy come to pass for me as well? Regards, I must give Aglaya an answer. Some time ago. Oh, okay.
Ah, it's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
I thought you'd be too preoccupied to find time for reading.
Precisely because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly.
Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary. Knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations. The weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency.
I understand completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks.
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself.
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest, those two courses where the student...
The History of Mythology, taught by the blasphemous great performer himself.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those May I ask, Lady Aglaya?
He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the Flame Chase journey. Our positions have been destined to be at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname.
So he's like a heretic.
A Dromus draped in finery?
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromas. Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve. Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos heir, he refuses to heed the prophecy, while he disrespects the god.
The gods have chosen him.
He was indeed chosen by Circes. Is something weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering.
With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do.
In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame. However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate.
Just as I feared.
The Flame Chase journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right.
Still, I can't help but hope perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations. No.
I understand your stance. Let's continue this discussion another time. But now, let's greet our guest. You're here. Does this mean you're ready to take on Orynyx's?
I'm still on the fence. Are you ready, Mem and me? let's do this. I'm probably gonna fail. That's just my prediction. I'm probably gonna fail.
It seems that this sacred beast is just as indispensable, given their
Pixie evolved from the dung into a sacred beast.
Surrendering the core flame is a Chrysos heir's duty. Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated. However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your humanity. You will inherit Orynyx's divinity. From that point onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated.
Are you trying to talk me out of it?
On the contrary, you are the only one who qualifies to attain divinity. Yet, for that very reason, I do not wish to pressure you.
Is there a plan B?
It's exceedingly rare to find a capable Chrysos heir. If this path proves unattainable, I am willing to lower my expectations. There are still many priests of Yanissopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no other option, I'll try to find someone worthy among them.
Seems like a shot in the dark. Exactly, we can't have this and bear the risk, can we? We've come so far, everyone's counting on you to be the hero. As for the trial, you're not to fear. The time may be willful at times, but they never cause us any harm. Myth has the Orynyx poses morals, but to me, they seem a bit timid, like a child.
It looks like you know that Titan rather well.
I'll leave now, I don't remember ever meeting them, but at the moment I saw Kiki or his memories were already in my head.
Memories that exist outside of your own experiences.
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the Abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will.
So no memories. That's suspicious. I mean, very suspicious. I know she looks like the eyes look very much. I mean, I think is that Serene character, because I mean the color palette is like completely fucking similar. So what thing is? So maybe something to do with this. Yeah, that's what I think. I trust you're all gonna make the right call.
Since you've made your decision, go back to the bath chamber and get some rest. Trinem will call for you when the ceremony is ready. It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have progressed to this point. Time and again, you have risen to the occasion for Akima. Nearly rewarding you with some honeydew is no longer able to express the extent of our gratitude.
Wait, are we going to fuck?
When the dust settles, I hope that we'll have the chance to have a long chat regarding your return journey and the curse of the sky. It's about time that we lift the taboo and discuss things openly.
Before that, I should say hi to Cassers. Hello, Cassers.
Miss, may everything go well for you.
You need Aglaia 472?
It's nothing. I only came to discuss some matters with Lady Aglaia. Previously, I lent her an anthology of poems that Lady Trianne had gifted to me. Tracing back, this anthology was something left for Lady Trianne by a bard before their passing. Although personal properties should be cleared out once their owner has passed on, Lady Trianne gave this book to me since she knew how much I liked to read.
Is this book very special?
No, it's just an ordinary book. It's definitely not it just contains an allegory. In a faraway land, in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the black tide descended one day, swooping up. It swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was suppressed. After taking down the evil dragon, the warriors discovered that the princess's life had already met its end. Overwhelmed by grief, the queen hired an alchemist to resurrect the princess using the dragon's flesh and blood. However, having lost memories of her previous life, the resurrected princess turned into an evil dragon herself and wreaked havoc on the city. As a result, the prosperous Styxia met its demise.
What a dark story. It must end up in Ether against areas so common.
The author of this book is Archepia, a wandering bard who traveled to many cities. Among the things she left behind are poems, dictionaries, and many tragicomedy scripts. She even clearly underlined and took notes in books that covered myths with her elegant. While flipping through these books, I felt like I was afforded a glimpse into the life of Archepia. It felt just like I was traveling with someone that I'd never met before. It was as if she had yet to pass on and was still alive.
She probably didn't think much of it while she was writing.
That's right. Writing, drawing, and taking photographs. It seems like human nature to try and leave records of things. Speaking of taking photographs, when I was helping you to take the photo previously, I did not look through the photos in your photo stone out of courtesy. But I'm also, despite having visited many cities in Amphorius, I still understand nothing about the world beyond the sky. Forget it. Let's talk about this in the future. For now, I only hope that you'll be able to complete the trial safely and obtain Orynyx's blessing.
If there's anything else, time to go back and talk to Dong Hong. I wonder what the trials are gonna look like, cause I don't think we saw it in the trailer, so I'm fucking not even sure how it'll look like.
I'd love to go in and take a look.
Fine on! I haven't seen you use this like barely anything. Hope he's no more voice. So, oh well. Yeah, I'm not even going to touch about the controversy about that. Citizens Assembly.
That's right. Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know.
Some good news?
Good news? I wouldn't call it that.
Do you remember the Council of Elders that was on our heels previously? It seems like they have made their move.
Some background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphorius, made up of different city representatives. They hold legislative power over the Holy City, and are in charge of presiding over the Citizens' Assembly held once every few years. This is the most important social event of Akima. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey.
So Aglide doesn't actually call the shots?
Despite her vision and wisdom that spans across thousands of years, even she cannot win over the hearts of everyone.
I never once passed my psychology class. Or how you just retake songs the next time we visit Pyramid. Tell me more about the Citizens' Assembly. Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think we ever paid attention to that shit. Anyways, this is probably like ancient Greece, where it has more of a direct form of democracy, which never nothing has ever gone wrong in those during those assemblies. It's not like the trial of Socrates was a fucking sham. No, of course not. Tell me more about the Citizens' Assembly.
Every 5 to 10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaya should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue.
It sounds more like a sort of system that balance the heroes and the mortals.
That is correct. However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders. They view the Citizens' Assembly as a way to restrain the Chrysos heirs, and hope to take complete control over the Flame Chase journey. We can refer to them as the Opposition. During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the Opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaya that the Flame Chase journey has been able to continue to this day. The Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner, but this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation.
Is it...
Me?
I think there's a train of thought of what the Council of Elders has another target in mind.
I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anaxa. Aglaya will surely take back Circe's core flame, but with Anaxa's current condition, it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him. He has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the Opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time...
You suspect that he may betray the Flame Chase journey and the effect towards the Council of
Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs, and has long been considered an important ally of Akima. I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another.
I have a better understand the full picture now. Is there anything we can do?
As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy more time for him. Then, the greatest way in which you can help is for you to know what I'm...
Morrison, thank you for being honest with us. Things are piling up again. Kikyo and Mem are tied to our next trial. And while I'm preparing to visit the grove to uncover the clues of the world beyond the sky. They're gonna be easy to deal. None of these things seem like they're gonna be easy to deal with.
Allow me to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling you. I hope that Orynyx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss. Go and rest and regain your strength. We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days. Oh, right. You can read this scroll if you want to find out more about the Council of Elders and the Citizens' Assembly.
The realm of politics have always fastened the citizens of their cities and informers, while Okuma was limited to the privileged minority. However, through the Okuma Citizens' Assembly took to the state, transforming into a democracy for all, where all citizens' assembly made every major decision. It's important that as the black tide draws near, the citizens from other states join ally. The precious rights of citizens are becoming diluted. Voices are calling for reforms grew louder and louder. Democracy is only one of the consequences of civilization's development. Wherever the cause of for democracy to be productive is the most implement different rules and situations. No single rule can be optimal for all scenarios. You know, like it's kind of funny, like Chinese, any Chinese companies just fucking talking about democracy. I always find it funny. That was like, it seems like it's said in a very neutral way, so it's like nothing too controversial here. In other words, Okuma Citizens Assembly's symbol will continue to evolve as the book is written, due to time limitations. The public focus only on the current Okuma. Citizenship and citizenship policies before examining assembly. Operation mechanics are core function that must first address the matters of citizens' rights and the elders have once known Oakland as a collective of free citizens due to the power citizens possesses. Citizenship must be regulated to ensure citizens' rights. Based. Discussions on the recognition of naturalized citizens' rights were once the foci of disputations between the leader of the Chrysal heirs and the Council of Elders. As more Aphorian citizens fell over time, and as the black tide drew closer, citizen right reform became imperative. Judging from the final outcome, citizens from all states have equal citizen rights in the whole city, and can have equal participation in public matters. While social differences naturally exist between rich and poor, locals and travelers, the Holy City of Okama will not allow these social distinctions become political divisions and will ensure complete political equality among all citizens. Like if the black tide vanishes and all this gets fixed, we think that all the reforms will be drawn back a bit. So that's what I think. Operation mechanics to Citizens Assembly. Boring Mercy Citizens Assembly follows strict protocols. One is called the current Council of Elders, government entity made by representatives of the city-state. Propose the upcoming Citizens Assembly agenda and venue, usually Dawn the Cloud and the Holy City. At the Wall of Heroes before the meeting. Usually topics are proposed by the Council of Elders. Members before the assembly and become official assembly items are receiving majority council approval. The council determines which matters to address, and when once confirmed, the council chairman hands over the agenda of the Council of Elders assembly chair, who presides over the meeting. Normally, matters cannot be discussed at citizens' assemblies without prior council review. Council reviewed matters yield only two outcomes. Either they are ready to be discussed and only need citizen votes, or they require citizens to hold debates to reach final resolutions during the assembly. Results are tallied using pottery shards blessed with the world building titans, Kefli's runes, revolting Dolata placed throughout Oakland's during assemblies. After through discussion and voting all proposals, the Council of Elder Posts approved decrees at the Wall of Heroes. Core functions of the Citizen Assembly. The Assembly wields important capacities of elected power, the appointment of government officials. Okay, that's it. I thought I would talk about the certain events. It just talks about the world building. It's just that the troubles affecting the core legion aren't just external issues. The complex internal politics and interpersonal relations are also experiencing the problem. We can let our guard down yet. We have to find out where we stand, Lord Interwoven Web. Alright. Rest for one night. The trial feels like it's around the corner. I'm starting to feel nervous. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Isn't that soon? There's still a few more days until then. I feel like a sitting duck that has been thrown into the deep end. Speaking of which, I don't recall seeing a relatively toys in the Bazokma. It seems like they only have these seals. Let's just hope everything goes well. After all, as someone who has earned the gaze of an eon, you should be able to overcome the trial of a regional god just fine. We're also unknowingly gone and used to sleeping with the midday sun shining brightly above our heads. Get some rest, Kikyo. Perhaps a new phrase of our training expedition is about a new phase. This is my phrase. Get some rest and wait for the trial. Few days after the vortex of Genesis.
Esteemed one, Orynyx's vacant totem awake. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphorius, please.
Alright, I can't speak about any of them.
Little Grey and Mem, your resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. May Kefali light your path forward.
Get ready to assume Orynyx's divinity, Trailblazer.
I like how you say it like that.
The divine position of Orynyx has already been vacant for some time. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates.
I've gotten used to fighting fires. Let's begin.
The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great Vale of Evernight, Orynyx. It shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysosaurs. A traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred
But not that.
Both of you, please, come forward. Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
I think I'll go blood.
These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus. And surrender the core flame.
Oh wow. I didn't think there would be a mechanic.
Orynyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor.
I love all of you. That doesn't seem appropriate for the current movie, so let's just leave her next time.
Don't worry, you're tougher than I am, right?
Hello. That's so stupid. Let's go, Kikyo.
Traveler from beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although she loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, her determination is as strong as the Chrysos heirs. She will definitely succeed. While she's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaia.
Speak.
I think she gets what he's trying to do.
Slap, slap! Wake up!
At least you remember
How is it? How do you feel?
How are you able to talk?
Right? I think that it's amazing too. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, test. I have such a cute voice. It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
Mother, it hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Or the years of isolation?
Onyx. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation. We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
Memories. Broken. Mother. Where?
Mother? Who are they calling out for?
You. It's you. I remember Skyfather has gazed upon Mother. Is calling for you.
Does the sky revert fully? Thy words are artists indistinct, each syllable emerging from the mist. Color frost symbolizing memory.
Skyfather has chosen you.
Who is your mother? Heard your voice pierces through the glowing mist, reaching unseen mountain walls of distance, reflecting returns echo. Of an echo you seemingly can make out the cry of a baby.
Mother is no longer.
We come to you because of something important.
Something. An important matter.
Onyx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius. Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls up. There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Onyx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why...
Freedom. Freedom. I want freedom.
Oh, Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest.
Leave it to us, Titan.
You have potential, strength, willpower, powerful, and tenacious. But you lack just
Lacking something. What?
what you lack is a future.
What?
Future?
Traveler from the sky, you should have dissipated already. The gaze from the Sky Father. Stabilize your form. Because from the moment you cross the sky, right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
What? How is that possible?
Do you mean that I'm already dead?
The space. Someone must inherit if the pillar is lost. The Amphorius will
For the trial.
time never compromises, never forgives, never makes child of humanity. Titans, time restrains everything that
Orynyx's divinity is dissipating?
Pathstrider of remembrance, my strength. I shall entrust the fate of the world. If you wish to, go and find your future that has been stolen.
I am fucking confused. Like, what do you mean my future's stolen?
Even if that means you'll have to cheat death. You'll have to challenge that. Hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Before past sniffing entry, go for and reclaim your future. This is the true trial of time. You're finally awake. Alchemy used to see Orynyx as trusty leader defend. Now you're different from a demigod. Unforced, however. Man has told me about what happened during the trial. They're so explaining things to the others and told me about to bring him back to the room to rest first. The time must be. Don't. So it was my superpower. For you able to say that even now, you're truly, truly impressive. There's something that I have never told you. When we lay out forest, our car is pierced by nuclear lance. You armed that back in the room, the abyss. This is what I said. You pass out when the car got. I black out too, but not before hearing you out. It's a good thing we were in the car, or we would have been crushed to pieces. As my account made light of the situation, what actually happened was much more complicated. You were sort of injured back then. Your sore wounds were bleeding profusely. I struggled to carry you out. I used last my strength to stem the bleeding, but then I was also hit by a falling rock and lost my consciousness. Last time I checked, you were still breathing, but when I regained consciousness, I saw you were alive and full of energy. So, I never brought this up again. How did I actually... You're not wrong. As a slice of white. I'm sure whether the gaze of Fuli has anything to do with the matter, but according to the time you're living memory right now, just like those objects in the past and the miracles of Ornix. There's memory is an anchor rope that ties you to the present. I have assumed it couldn't stray too far from you, but the truth might be the exact opposite. Sadaron, do something! I also thought that Sarah was your life support system, but it seems like this hypothesis has been disproven. It's not time for us to despair yet. There must be a way to save you. Ornox mentioned finding your future and cheating death. Consider might for the body. It seems to engender a measure of power and authorities that can reverse death. The key lies with the hand of Shadow. Where's whereabouts are unknown.
Hey, are you alright? I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the Titan that Cass has always been looking for. Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that
Let's do that then, Kikyo.
Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysos heirs already know everything that has happened to you. I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
Alrighty. Where to go?
Miss, I'm right here.
Your steps coming closer at one step at a time.
Please stay there and slowly turn.
For some reason, you feel like you've seen this scene before. You want to turn your head, but a glimpse of purple blurs your face. Then, a chill sinks your skin, sticking your face. Thump thump. Your heartbeat begins to slow. That'd be so funny. Wait, what did she say? Oh, I didn't hear it. That'd be funny if I did that. I want to do so bad. That probably won't happen though. The part of me is like, yeah, no, don't do it, don't do it. Oh gosh, let's just do this one. Convert into, and then
Please.
a soft fragrance and uncut flowers feels sweetness, making you forget your. You realize you're still alive. No more. No, to be more precise, your death was not thorough. Gosh, she looks so cute. The cold as initial touch dispersed and quickly it came replacing in the touch of fingertips and term-born trepidation has originated from a certain lackey arm. Your brush against your cheek, causing a faint tickle.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything.
Cassius, you're shaking?
Back at the Grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse. I thought that it might have been the special ability of a traveler from beyond the sky. Never did I expect that this would be the true reason. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that some... Miss, if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I'm just thinking. If your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Cass! Did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I... But, miss, would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly.
I agree, there's no harm in trying again.
I have never touched the living in this way before. If my actions are in any way disrespectful...
Once again, put her palm on her face. Her shivers calm this time. Did you discover something?
I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to escape. But perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away. Clues. Just a few more. The connection has been severed. With my strength. It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, miss. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost. I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, Amphorius needs...
Live on bravely, I understand. So what now?
Lady Aglaya and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although, I don't actually know whether your current situation... Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax.
More and more species are disappearing.
Lady Aglaya and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too.
Alright, so time to go do the baths. Honestly, it's kind of funny like how like almost an hour has passed. It doesn't even feel like an hour. Hello!
They're here.
Partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up.
So the Titan knows about this now. She can even take a pulse of someone who is dead.
That's the medical prowess of the Twilight Courtyard. Amazing.
You've completed the trial of time. And I have to admit that the process went better than I expected. Even in the end, that tight... However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima.
That's what we have been talking about. Ugh, Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are.
Many have had this idea, but so far, there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of... I'll try and get her to return to Akima. But do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphorius, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits.
Is this supposed to be comforting?
Don't take it to heart, partner. After all, you've already created countless miracles along the way, right?
But before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky. It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
In the end, it has still come down to
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I of the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
Oh, I can play him now. That's amazing. The pursuit of knowledge should follow a few simple principles, such as making the best use of people and things. Not long ago.
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Amphorius are we?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land?
Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
Not
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading down?
the Netherrealm. Nothing but an Elu Titan rejects you. Listen.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides.
He knows, like, I forgot he, like, died, so... Will he be, like, the clue that will help us, like, find our soul?
The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it deep within the tides. Beyond the closed gates of the void world, a voice about to recount something.
Child of humanity, is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency? Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
Dawn hours.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem.
So arrogant.
Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question.
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly.
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
I love him already. Alright, where are you? Erudition. Oh, young is that good.
Watch this magic trick.
So cool, like gun. I love gunslingers, are so cool. What is that?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Inexagaris. It's been a while, Lord Inexagaris. I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the...
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lenten above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are Antikytherans here? They have been a rare...
I extend to you my utmost respect, revere. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express...
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherans perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls. Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar. If necessary, Lord Anaxagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your...
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you...
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. She's been waiting. Follow me, please. Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive term. In contrast to mortals,
Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Huh. You know, it sounds weird, like, this guy who's basically like a heretic saying these things is so fucking weird.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods in...
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives.
Could you elaborate?
Circes, the kin of the Sky Father as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to reveal.
Oh.
That very well could be true.
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world. Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be... Please, Professor.
I have no idea how to react to that. And that hand was Cavaliers? What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? The hell?
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the...
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine.
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
I just noticed he has like these weird things, like the things are trying to look like a chest.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just let...
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the
Off you go. I won't be joined. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Oh, I love the relationship. It's so funny. Grown liquid is measures of patches of time. Alright.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
Professor Anaxa! Over here!
Well, first I'm going to take this.
Go melt it down.
Young scribe.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide.
You could say it's the fates toying with us.
It's only the Crimnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But you're survived, so are you here to report the incident to the council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the Grove, Akuma would be next in line. Even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humans.
Tell me, how much does the count...
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists.
Being an opportunist,
Shouldn't you be searching for me?
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground. But it seems as though this kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell?
I'm afraid you'll be...
Alright. Oh, those puzzles. Yeah, no. Those puzzles I haven't figured out. I haven't really figured out, I kind of figured out, but there's like some work done with those things. Nice is like a hit miss really if I succeed or not.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Looks like my presence here is quite unwelcome.
Hello, wizened priest.
Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
As Kephale's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of... Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago, who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal...
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan. As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be kindness?
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Your voice sounds familiar. I think you're one in the Flufu, or voice actors, I forgot his name.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected.
Are you praising...
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the god of deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from...
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay. Let's do this. Nope. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Over here, I guess.
Oh, my. Could it be that the great tree painted in this mural is actually depicting me?
No. It's just...
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit, to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses.
This mural is quite...
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the reason Titan has studied figures of speech.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
At least you call yourself a lunatic.
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawn-Cloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention?
The entire plan is stored in my memory. So why don't you look there?
Then don't mind... 1-year-old? Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent 7 sages must hug his Dromastal to...
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling.
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you this is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family.
So there are other members in your family?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every Titan that I could think of for help.
This...
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Theseus's theory as well.
Theseus is the first scholar.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of soul.
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Anaxa? I did it, teacher. But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the 7 Sages.
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm. Even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Oh, let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your...
Since I was able to see her one last time, you're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you...
I wish to continue Thalesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of souls, I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has been... I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours? However, this story doesn't seem to be connected.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After...
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into.
I love him so much.
Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know...
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? You're...
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical question.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see...
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence.
He's a fucking weirdo.
I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival.
It's fun.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against that Lady Goldweaver.
Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromas as well? You must really like those creatures.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Honestly, you have like a nice voice. It's quite pretty sounding.
Welcome to the Demigod Council, esteemed guests.
The fuck is that? Other kindness.
Lord Anaxagoras. Oh, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor. Did I miss anything?
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm and yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their... Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
Oh, well, he's cunning as always. That's funny.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our...
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation...
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heir. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls... I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters, just like how there are two types of people in this world, geniuses and dimwits.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their... This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history.
Well, aren't you, like, for yourself?
May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Wait, I want to see that. Yeah, that's a core flame right there. I see it.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise.
Using death to prove myself.
What strong conviction you have. As expected of the hero.
As expected.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the...
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational...
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, you're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be, and the talk is cheap.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers. With our...
Let's begin then.
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss she is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent, and admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull...
She's prepared to exit. She's needed. Without question.
If Aglaya required a suitably intelligent Chrysos heir, then I'm the best fit for her needs. However, it's quite evident that she has no need for a Chrysos heir who could break free of her control at any time. Since I believe in neither Titans nor the prophecy, there's no way that I would willingly walk on the path that she extols. Given how rigorously she enforces her principles, how would she ever accept a heretic such as me?
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every... However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of...
My support is equivalent to gathering support of the entire grove. Yes.
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate from an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the Grove was attacked, I have become the de facto leader of the Grove. The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaya. And it's evident that the Academy wields at the very least. I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant amount of time. Of course, this also means that I will hold a crucial...
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thought. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord,
How will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akima's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
How ups are my loyalty is the question.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must, as the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya...
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight...
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Christ.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, so tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine...
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession. No. More like two core flames. At the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also...
Oh?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that is this the outcome that you wish to see?
Fine. I will handle this matter, but you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on... Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the truth.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of...
We shall see, then.
Oh, wow.
Ah, I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after.
I mean, I'm the reason, Titan, after all.
Easy there. You'll learn the answer soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who...
Okay, so we're going to ask Theoros. So we like us. Hello, Lycus.
An expected visitor. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse.
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core, she's wary of me. So naturally, I had to...
Very.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Are you still willing to let him pass?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being...
How convenient it is to be able to hear.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan, and please, go ahead. Let me join... Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the Holy Mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
The same essence.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
well, I'll probably end it here because like it's about to be like 150 and 140 and stuff. So shall end it here. I'll make the match out. Bye.